find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
First down, Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, hold on.
Murray going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson back into his end zone. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 98 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now Murray off play action. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
56, Mike, 56.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second and inches. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. From the gun on third down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Stewart. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw again on second down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 30, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands. And
when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Carson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Out to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try again, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stewart.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game on the final play of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Because special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They faked the handoff. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Out of the pistol, Stewart. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Powers through. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Stewart. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Again, he finds more.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The handoff comes to Stewart. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Stewart. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw it, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try and grind some clock. It's Stewart. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Murray to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. A little juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was was so important. It just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.